Not every opportunity is for you, and it's difficult to accept because we are taught to think that opportunity automatically means progress, right?
Hey guys, welcome to the Advantage podcast with KMR. I am KMR. Well, my name is Rejoice Azuka Owuseba, but everyone calls me KMR, Kingmaker Rejoice. And this is one podcast where we have conversations where you think, where you come out of your comfort zone and you confront those limiting beliefs and limiting behaviors and limiting patterns that you ordinarily would not confront. I look forward to you growing and becoming through this podcast.
Hi, you. Yes, you. Welcome to the Advantage podcast. So good to have you here. As we're winding down and coming towards the end of this season of the Advantage podcast, I almost want to know like how the season has been for you and what are some key things that you've learned. So I'd really love for you to either put it up on your story and tag us at the Advantage Podcast, or even send us an email in the link just in the bio, or rather the description box. All right. Today we're going to have an amazing conversation, and I'll just go straight to it. Not every opportunity is for you, and it's difficult to accept because we are taught to think that opportunity automatically means progress, right? So when a door opens, you take it. When an offer comes, you accept it. If a chance appears, move quickly before you lose it. So a lot of us are spending a whole lot of time, chasing access and very little time asking if it actually fits into our lives. Because those are two separate questions. Because it's available doesn't mean that it is aligned to who you're becoming. Just because something is available doesn't mean it is wise. And let's be honest, right? A lot of us don't even evaluate things properly. We evaluate how exciting they sound, how impressive they look, how urgent they appear, how good they look to appear publicly. But excitement is not enough to build a stable life. I'll give you an example. So you're offered a role with better money, with better title, and better visibility. And on paper, it looks like growth. So you say yes very quickly. And then you realize the environment is unhealthy, the pace is unstable, your personal life is collapsing because of work pressure. What looks like an opportunity that should bring advancement now feels like survival. Not because the opportunity was bad, but because you evaluated the reward without evaluating the cost. And this is something we miss a lot of time, that there's something called opportunity cost. So every opportunity has a cost. There's time, there's energy, there's attention, there's responsibility. And if we focus alone on what we gain and ignore the requirements of the opportunity, then we would be avoiding growth. Because when we sit down and we actually count the opportunity cost, we become more thoughtful. So our decision making is no longer just asking, what can this give me? It's also asking, what would this demand from me? Recently, I started a new project that the Lord laid in my heart. But I had to sit with it and ask myself, what does this opportunity require from me? Because I want to say yes to God, I want to obey God. But if I'm starting this, what am I letting go of? Imagine saying yes to everything. There's more work, there's more projects, there's more visibility. At first, it feels productive. At first, it feels like everyone is noticing you, you're moving. But over time, you realize that you're exhausted, you're scattered, you're overwhelmed. And it's not because you're not capable, but because you've confused access with capacity. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you have the capacity to sustain it well. And this is where a lot of us struggle because we keep missing opportunities that actually matter for opportunities that don't carry weight because we're saying yes to a lot of things. And by the time the real opportunities we need come, we're exhausted. Every careless yes will create a life that you're unable to manage properly. Listen, a good opportunity can come at the wrong time, and that can still be a problem because, as much as capacity matters, timing matters, readiness matters. So, sometimes the wisest thing you can do is to pause long enough to evaluate properly. Ask yourself, okay, does my life fit this right now? Do I have the capacity for it? Am I choosing this thing because it makes sense or because of I'm afraid of missing out? What will this require from me consistently? Listen to me, these questions matter. It matters more than how excited you are about the opportunity. Because some opportunities are not distractions because they are bad. They are distractions because they pull you away from what actually matters more. And honestly, you see this thing called FOMO, the fear of missing out. It drives a lot of poor decisions. So you see others moving, you see others building, you see others expanding, and then all of a sudden you're under pressure to keep up. So we see others moving, we see them building, we see them expanding, and there's this pressure to keep up. There's this pressure to treat every opportunity as urgent, every open door as important. And so, what this now does is that it creates this cycle of an emotional decision making process. So, when we begin to make emotional decisions, we ignore long term consequences. To be very practical, someone who struggles with balance, their schedule is full, their mind is overloaded, their routines are unstable, then all of a sudden a new opportunity appears, right? And then it's more money, more exposure, and immediately they want to take that opportunity. They're not asking what area of my current life will suffer if I add this. And that question really matters because growth that destroys stability is not always growth. And sometimes it's overload, actually. And now, here's another truth that we don't talk about and we don't think about. Saying no is an actual part of building your life. And so many of us are struggling with the fact that we want to be quick. We understand that it's uncomfortable to say no. So we feel like we're missing out, we feel like we're wasting potential, we feel like we're disappointing people. But every strong life requires boundaries. And you can't build focus without deciding what does not belong in your life right now. This matters even more as you try to grow because the more opportunities you get, the more intentional you need to become. Not every door deserves your attention. Sometimes wisdom will feel like restraint. The ability to say, this is good, but this may not be for me right now. Some of us keep choosing opportunities that make us look good publicly, but damages us privately. So after a while, we don't even recognize ourselves anymore because internally we're disconnected by who we've become. So before you say yes to your next opportunity, think beyond the excitement, think beyond the PR, beyond the image and the pictures, think beyond all of that and ask yourself, does this actually fit into the life I'm trying to build? Because building a meaningful life is not saying yes to everything. It is sitting carefully and saying, listen, this opportunity, does it fit into the life I'm building now? And does it fit into the person I want to become? Protect your peace, protect your focus, protect your future. Learn to evaluate opportunities. Don't just take it for what it is, don't take it at face value. Evaluate it, ask questions. and grow in it. Until I see you next time, bye for now, everybody.